Hi, welcome to this next video in our electric lead guitar training. If you remember from our last video, we talked about droning, bending, and unison bends. In this video, we're going to talk about hammer-ons, pull-offs, and double stops. What a hammer-on is when instead of picking the notes in series like this, you're actually hammering on with the finger without picking. So let me explain how, or show you how that works. So instead of picking, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hammer down on the fret and then hammer down on the fret. What a pull-off is the opposite of a hammer-on, whereas it's, instead of going down with each pick, I'm going to pull off. Yep, that was a hammer-on and a pull-off together at the same time. Let's try two pull-offs together. So as you see, a lot of lead players will actually combine a hammer-on and a pull-off together in the same lead. So try that. Just hammering on and then pulling off. The next thing I want to show you is probably one of the more complex types of leads. And it only works in certain situations when the song calls for it, and that's what are called double stops. This may be one that you guys might recognize. So what a double stop is when you're actually combining a lead on two different strings together at the same time. Now, if you know scales on each of your individual strings, then it'll probably come as a piece of cake to you. But if you're like me and never really learned scales, then it's going to take a matter of practice and muscle memory of learning which two strings go together when you're pulling off a move like that. So let me show you again real quick that double stop and how that works and how I'm playing two strings together at the same time. So what most double stops end up being is sort of like either you're playing the two strings top and bottom of each other, or you're doing what's called a split, or either the top string is one fret higher and the bottom string is one fret lower, or the other way around. On the A and the G string sometimes, or the D and the A string, you can kind of combine them together. But it kind of gives your lead a little bit of a thicker tone than if you were just playing a single string by itself. So a good way to practice techniques, though, is to find a song where they're used. And a good song where a hammer-on and pull-off are used is the song God Is Able by Hillsong. So let me show you how those hammer-ons and pull-offs work. So there's a pull-off in the beginning of the song. And then there's another pull-off, or a hammer-on. And then the riff starts over again with the pull-off. And then a hammer-on. And then the riff finishes with another hammer-on pull-off. So that's a good way to practice those techniques. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, there's a website at the bottom of this video. Be sure to check it out and our other upcoming videos. See you soon.